Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing part 4 of all 225 movies I saw in 2022 ranked. So this part will be from 89 to 44, and then tomorrow will finally be the final part, and then we're done. So further ado, we're just going to get straight into it. Starting off with 89 is The Wonder. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 70%, a B, and a 7 out of 10. I think The Wonder was a good movie. I think Florence Pugh does a good job in this movie, and then the director of Sebastian Lelio, is that? Good job. The movie, I think, does have a few problems with the story. I didn't really like where the story went, but overall, it was still a fun movie. Well, not really that fun, but it was still a good movie that I did enjoy. 88, Triangle of Sadness. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, 70%, a B, and a 7 out of 10. I think Triangle of Sadness was a very fun time. It has a good cast, Shelby Dean, Harrison Dickinson, and Woody Harrelson. So it does have a good cast. And yeah, it's just a weird, wacky, fun comedy movie that I did really enjoy my time with. I know a lot of people think this is probably like the top 20 or whatever. For me, I'm not that huge on it, but I still really enjoy this movie. It is a movie that I could definitely see myself rewatching. It's one of those films, it was enjoyable. That's really about it. And the problems, some of the characters were a bit annoying for me, and then the plot, there were some plot issues for me. 87 for me is Turning Red. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 70%, a B, and a 7 out of 10. And the first time I watched this movie, I just thought it was not good. I didn't really enjoy my time with Turning Red. But since I rewatched it about a month ago, I really digged this movie. It was really good. I think the problems for me with this movie was the story. I wasn't really a huge fan of where it went. It wasn't my kind of movie. But when I watched it, I was like, yeah, I can see it's not that great. But when I rewatched it, I was like, what the hell was I thinking? This movie is really good. The animation is good. It's a good Disney movie, but it's really the only good Disney movies of the year for me. So yeah, 87 for me is Turning Red. 86 for me is a movie called Raymond and Ray. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 70%, a B, and a 7 out of 10. So Raymond and Ray is starring Ewan McGregor and Ethan Hawke. Love both these people, fantastic actors. So this movie is basically about Ewan McGregor and Ethan Hawke. They are brothers. They haven't seen each other for a while, so they have to meet up because their father died, and they're basically burying their father. Or traveling, I forgot where, to bury their father. It's that kind of movie. It is sad, very sad. The movie does have some humour to a sad movie, which can be hit or miss, but I think it did hit. And the acting is amazing in this movie. And yeah, Raymond and Ray is my number, 86. I still really enjoyed my time with this movie, and yeah. 85 for me is Samaritan. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 70%, a B, and a 7 out of 10. I think Samaritan was just a fun movie. I had a fun time with it. I think Sylvester Stallone was a good guy in this movie. He was a good character. Sylvester Stallone acts the shit out of this movie, which I like. Then you got the guy from Euphoria, and also the Umbrella Academy Season 3, the kid. He's good in this movie. The movie's problem is probably the villain. I was not a huge fan of the villain. Yeah, it wasn't really my kind of thing. The story did have some plot issues, I can see that. But the movie was just a bunch of fun for me. But including the issues, which I was a bit disappointed by. But overall, 85 for me is Samaritan. 84 for me is The Grey Man. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 70%, a B, and a 7 out of 10. Yeah, this movie is very disappointing. I really thought that The Grey Man could be high up on this list because it's the Russo brothers with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans and Ana de Armas, and the cast is amazing. Then you got the guy from Bridgerton, like, come on. But this movie, don't get me wrong, it is a fun movie, but it does have a lot of problems. The plot did not work for me. Some of the characters were annoying. The only good things was probably the action. Well, the action was okay. And then the dynamic between Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. That's about it. The direction was good, but yeah. I really wish that the Russo brothers could have a very good movie, like an amazing movie, but they haven't been that great after Endgame. 83 for me is Day Shift. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 72%, a B, and a 7.2 out of 10. Surprisingly, I am very surprised by this movie that it's this high. I had so much fun with Day Shift. It was just a fun little comedy, vampire movie. It was a bunch of fun. Did I have any hope for this movie? No, I really thought this movie was going to be bad. But no, it was a bunch of fun. Really enjoyed my time with this movie. I love the cast. You got Jamie Foxx, Snoop Dogg's in here, Dave Franco. What happened to my voice there? It's a good cast. The movie was a bunch of fun. Good comedy horror movie that really works for me. But 83 for me is Day Shift. 82 for me is a movie called Rise. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 74%, a B, and a 7.4 out of 10. I think Rise was just a fun movie. It's basically, I think it's these two brothers that are trying to get into like the top dogs of basketball. I really did enjoy this movie. It was fun, enjoyable. I really enjoyed my time with this movie. I think the problems with this, I think the story could have a bit more work to it. There was problems with that. The characters were okay. The movie in general was still fun and a very good movie. But yeah, no, there are some problems for me that really affect my score for this one, but I wish it could have been higher. But there is a better basketball movie way up there. 81 for me is Christmas Bloody Christmas. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 74%, a B, and a 7.4 out of 10. Christmas Bloody Christmas. How is this good? Like, I really had no anticipation for this film. I really didn't even want. I was about to not even check it out, but I did anyway before Christmas just to get into that Christmas spirit. And it's from the director of VFW and Bliss. So I was a bit mixed because I wasn't a huge fan of Bliss, but I liked VFW. But Christmas Bloody Christmas, it was just a fun movie. Yeah, so I'm not trying to really spoil it, but it's basically Santa Claus and he kills a bunch of people. I mean, did this intrigue you? Well, it did for me. 81 was Christmas Bloody Christmas. 80 is a movie called Honor Society. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 74%, a B, and a 7.4 out of 10. I think Honor Society was just a fun little teen movie. Has a good cast. You got the girl from Spider-Man and Gator Matarazzo. A good cast. The movie, it does have problems. I think the story didn't really work that well for me. I wish it could have. And then the movie in general, it was fun. The characters were good. The acting was good. The direction was okay, I would say. But it's still just a fun movie that I had a fun time with. But it does have its problems for me. But overall, it was still just a fun movie that I did enjoy. But number 80 is Honor Society. 79 is Honk for Jesus Save Your Soul. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. I think Honk for Jesus Save Your Soul was just a good comedy movie, to be honest. It has a good cast, Regina Hall, Sterling K. Brown, a good cast. The movie, for me, does have a few problems. I think that the plot could have had a bit more work to it, because there were a lot of problems. Well, not a lot of problems, but there were problems with the story. I think the movie was just enjoyable overall. And the acting was good, the direction was good. So, yeah, it is still a fun movie, and I think, I think people should definitely check this movie out, because it is just a fun little movie to watch. But, yeah, uh, that's really about it. It's still a fun movie, and yeah, check it out. So, number 79 was Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. 78 is I Want You Back. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. So, this movie was a very good movie. A very good movie, very surprising. But it has a good cast: Charlie Day, Jenny Slate, Scott Eastwood, and then Gina Rodriguez is in here. So it does have a good cast. The movie, I think the plot was really, really good. I really enjoyed the plot. So it's basically Charlie Day and Jenny Slate's partners break up with him. Yeah, so they're basically like single. Yeah, I think that's how it kind of works. I kind of forgot. It is a bit forgettable, but overall, it was still a fun movie. So yeah, number 78 is I Want You Back. Number 77 is See How They Run. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. See How They Run was just a fun little murder mystery. I love my murder mysteries. It has a good cast. Sam Rockwell, Saoirse Ronan, Adrian Brody. Like, it does have a good cast in this movie. But this movie, it was just a little fun movie that I did enjoy. I think the problems for me, I think that the characters, some of them, I think could have had a bit of development to the characters. And yeah, that's really about it for me. I think See How They Run was just a fun movie that I did enjoy. So 77 for me was See How They Run. 76 for me is Ambulance. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. I'm very, very surprised by this movie. It has a good cast: Gyllenhaal, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, and Eliza Gonzalez. It has a good cast directed by Michael Bay. Michael Bay's movies can be hit or misses for me. Mostly misses, but there are some good movies. This is one of them. Ambulance, I really did enjoy it. The problems for me was probably the drone shots. No, not for me. But Ambulance, still a fun movie. I really did enjoy my time with it. So it definitely deserves to be high up onto this list. But it's just a cool little action movie. And I'll definitely recommend you checking this out. Even though this movie won't be for everyone, it was definitely for me. But number 76 was Ambulance. 75 for me was Senior. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. So Senior was a documentary of Robert Downey Sr. So he is Robert Downey Jr.'s father. And how his history between film and what it did with the film, with films and movies. I love this documentary because it is a documentary. I did not watch the Jonah Hill one. I really should have. But this movie, it's very sad because of Robert Downey Jr. Sr.'s passing. But yeah, this movie, it was really documentary. It was really good, and yeah, you should definitely check it out. But 75 is Senior. 74 is Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. I think Bodies, 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 it was just a good horror movie, to be honest. I mean, this movie does have problems. I wouldn't say it's like bad. I think it's still a very, very good movie. Has a good cast. I know a lot of people think this movie is just meh, but for me, I really digged my time. I really digged my time with this movie. It was just a fun little movie. Yeah, another good movie. Another good movie from A24. God, I should actually do an A24 ranking. Maybe that's in the works. Who knows? Anyway, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. It was really fun. I really did enjoy my time with Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. So yeah, you should probably check this movie out. But I know it won't be for everyone. But 74 is Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. 73 for me is Ghostbusters Afterlife. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. I know a lot of people love this movie. I know. But for me, I just think it's good for what it was. It was enjoyable. It was just an enjoyable movie that I had a fun time with. I was really excited to see Ghostbusters coming back because I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters, and I cannot wait for the new one this year. Ghostbusters Afterlife, a really, really fun movie. Has a great cast, really, really great cast. But the standout for me with this movie is probably McKenna Grace and Podcast. I forgot his name in real life. Really good, really good dynamic between both of them. And yeah, Paul Rudd's in here. He's a good ad. Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things, another good ad. And yeah, a good movie that I had a fun time with. 72 for me is Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. You had no anticipation for Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I thought this movie was not going to be good, but it was. It was very good. John Mulaney, Andy Samberg, great guys to play Chip 'n Dale. And yeah, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, a bunch of fun. Really enjoyed this movie. I think this movie, you should definitely check it out because it is just a fun little animated 3D animated. There's both of them. Movie, 2D, 3D animated movie, bunch of fun. And it's on Disney Plus, so that's a bonus. But 72 for me was Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. But check this movie out whenever you can. It's a must watch. 71 for me is White Noise. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. Now this was the last movie I saw of 2022, or the last big movie. And directed by Noah Baumbach, starring Adam Driver, Greta Gerwig, Don Cheadle, great cast. And yeah, I really, really dig this movie. It was really good. Did I have any anticipation for this movie? No, not really. I mean, I like Adam Driver, so I was gonna watch it anyway. And yeah, this movie, it was really good. It's about, this family that's dealing through an apocalypse. Not an apocalypse. Wait, is it an apocalypse? It's like a fire. What do you call it? A fire spreader thing. It's one of the. But White Noise was a bunch of fun, but 71 for me was White Noise. 70 for me is Don't Worry Darling. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, a 7.5 out of 10. I think Don't Worry Darling was a fun movie. I had a fun time with Don't Worry Darling. The problems for me was probably Harry Styles' acting. I know he is good at acting, but with dramatic roles, he's not that great, to be honest. And then Florence Pugh absolutely annihilates the role. Olivia Wilde's good, Gemma Chan's good, Kiki Lang's good, Nick Kroll's good, Chris Pine's good. But the movie, I'm not going to say what happened near the end, but near the end, I didn't really like that. But Don't Worry Darling, it was just a fun movie that I had a fun time with. And yeah, am I going to check it out anytime soon? Probably not, but Hopefully I might, maybe. Number 69 for me is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. I think Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it was a... Oh god, what the hell's happening? It was a fun movie. A lot of problems. The Illuminati, really wish they could have been better. I love Scarlet Witch as the villain. Elizabeth Olsen kills it. I love Sam Raimi's take. Really, really good. Benedict Cumberbatch is always good. And yeah, the cast really good. The new head of America Chavez, really like that. But, you know, Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. It was a fun movie. I wouldn't say it's one of the best MCU movies, as you can tell. But yeah, 69 for me as Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. 68 for me is the greatest beer run ever. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. I really expected nothing from this film, like really nothing. But this movie was really good, like really good. It's a great cast. Zac Efron, Russell Crowe. Good cast is basically Zac Efron's character wants to deliver beers during war to his army. It's a good plot, I would say. And yeah, the movie really good. I really did enjoy my time with this movie. It was a fun time. It was a fun movie. And yeah, that's really about it. I think the greatest beer run ever was just a fun enough movie that I did enjoy, and I'm excited to rewatch it. But you know, number 68, the greatest beer run ever. 67 for me is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. I think the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special was a fun movie, or a short movie, a special presentation. It was a bunch of fun. I was really excited to see the Guardians back because they're always amazing. And yeah, James Gunn did really well. Surprisingly, the dynamic between Drax and Mantis is amazing and was really good and one of the top duos for me. And yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special was just a bunch of fun. The problems for me, I wish the presentation could have been longer so we could spread the story out longer. I would have liked that. But you know, I felt like it was a bit too rushed. But 67 is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. 66 for me is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is just a bunch of fun. Like, come on, it's a bunch of fun. You got a great cast to it. Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman, amazing. The villain of Knuckles, love that. And yeah, the movie was really good. And I'm really looking forward to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 because 1 and 2 have been knocking it out of the park for me. I'm really enjoying these movies. But you know, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, just a bunch of fun. But you know, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is definitely high up for me because, yeah, it's a fun movie experience. And yeah, 66, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. 65 for me is Black Adam. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 75%, a B, and a 7.5 out of 10. I think Black Adam was just a fun movie. It was just a fun movie. It is a guilty pleasure of mine. I know this movie is not that great. I know. But it is a guilty pleasure for me. It has a great cast. Dwayne Johnson, Pierce Brosnan, you got Noah Centineo, and then I forgot the other two, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot that. But Black Adam, a fun movie. And yeah, I mean, we're not going to see Black Adam probably ever again. But yeah, that's what happened at DC Studios. Oh god. I'm not gonna. No. Anyway, Black Adam, good movie. 64 for me is a movie called After Yang. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. I think After Yang is a very good movie. So it stars Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell has been knocking it out of the park this year. Jeez. I have two of the other films way higher on the list. Yeah. Colin Farrell was amazing. It's basically these two parents about like an animatronic that looks like a human. It is a good movie. I really thought that this movie was an A24, but I don't think it is. I'm not 100% sure. But After Yang, it's a movie I know not many people would enjoy. Like, that are not, movie lovers. They know a lot about film. But After Yang, it is a good movie. 63 for me. I know a lot of people will say this movie is like top 10 for them. It's RRR. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. Now, I really enjoyed RRR. I think it's a fun movie. I love what they did with this movie. It's such a good movie. And I'm not a huge fan of these, what's the word? Subtitle films. Not a huge fan of them. But this one is a very special one for me. There are two that are very special for me this year. But I know I really wish it could have been higher. But there are better movies than this movie. But I still really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. 62 for me is Fresh. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. I think Fresh is a fun movie. Now, I'm not going to spoil what happens because it is a very good movie. But Fresh, love the cast. You got Daisy Edgar Jones and Sebastian Stan. What a good cast. The movie was a bunch of fun, really enjoyable, directed by Amy Cave. I don't know if is it Cave? Yeah, Cave. I don't think I have seen any of her movies, or her or he. I don't know what gender it is, but I don't think I have seen a movie like this. Well, I have, but if you've seen this movie, it's really good. Well, mostly to some people. 61, The Tinder Bar. The Tinder Bar, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. The Tinder Bar, really good. Has a great cast: Ben Affleck, Ty Sheridan, Christopher Lloyd, and directed by George Clooney. Yes, this movie is down my alley. I wouldn't say love, no. Do you know what, screw it. I really did enjoy this movie. It was so good. It's one of the older movies that I saw way back in January of last year. And yeah, I think Ben Affleck did amazing. Ty Sheridan was amazing. Christopher Lloyd was amazing. And then the direction by George Clooney was really, really good. And yeah, The Tinder Bar was a really good movie. I really digged this movie. And yeah, just a fun movie. 61 was The Tinder Bar. 60 for me it's like a short movie. It's Who Killed Santa, a murder mystery. So this movie, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. Now, Murderville, if you don't know, is a show, and they released like a short movie on Netflix. So it stars Will Arnett, Jason Bateman, Maya Rudolph, and then a little, no one said the surprise, but it was very, very funny. And yeah, this short movie, I'm just gonna call it a movie. It was really good. I had so much fun with this movie, and yeah, I think the cast was really good. And yeah, if you haven't seen this, it is a movie that I would recommend you checking out because it is a fun time, a fun movie, and yeah, that's really about it. But number 60 for me was Who Killed Santa? A Murderville Murder Mystery. 59 for me is Terrifier 2. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. Terrifier 2. God, how many times have I watched this movie? Like around 4 times. I've loved this movie every time. This movie is effed up, crazy, and amazing. I loved Terrifier 2. Well, in other words, I would call it gruesome. Stupid. I wouldn't say stupid, but like, it's very crazy. Very gruesome. Like, it's up there. It's like one of the most gruesome movies ever. Terrifier 2. I had so much fun with this movie. I had so much fun with Terrifier 2. Art the Clown is amazing. He's probably like one of my favourite horror characters. In like the top 20 or 10. Well, he's near the 10 for me. But Terrifier 2, oh, so damn good. 58 for me is a movie called Dog. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. So Dog stars Channing Tatum, and he basically has a dog. Yeah. So basically, the owner of the dog passed away, so now Channing Tatum has to look after this dog. That's basically how this movie worked, and it was good. I really, really did enjoy this movie. I think Channing Tatum did an amazing job in this role. It was just a fun little movie. There are sad. This movie did make me cry. Because like dog movies really hit me. But you know, Dog, it's up there for me. But 58 was Dog. 57 for me is A Christmas Story Christmas. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. I think A Christmas Story Christmas was a very surprising movie. Really expected nothing from this. I just thought it was going to be a little good old Christmas movie of the original A Christmas Story. But no, this movie was very good. Like, very, very good. I had so much fun with this movie. And yeah, Ralphie, of course, he does amazing. And yeah, this movie, well, it's not Chef's Kiss. I don't know why I did Chef's Kiss. It's not up there yet. But A Christmas Story Christmas. It was a fun time. A fun little Christmas movie to watch with your family. And yeah. So 57 for me was A Christmas Story Christmas. 56 for me is a movie called She Said. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. So this movie is basically about Harvey Weinstein and these two girls, Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan, are trying to basically expose him. This movie was very good. It's near a great movie for me. This movie really surprised me. Really expected nothing from this film, but no, it was so fun. It was such, well, I wouldn't call it fun because it is sad to see what actually happened and with Harvey Weinstein and how bad of a person he is, which, fuck me. I hate Harvey. 55 for me is Spiderhead. I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 76%, a B minus, and a 7.6 out of 10. I know a lot of people do not really enjoy this movie, but for me, I think it was very good. This is probably another guilty pleasure for me. I know it's not good, but I had so much fun with this movie. It has a great cast: Chris Hemsworth, Miles Teller, and Janine Smollett, directed by bloody John Krasinski. Was it John Krasinski? Not John. Joseph Krasinski. I've spoken too much. And yeah, who directed Top Gun Maverick? Like, come on. I was so hyped for this movie. And it released like a week before Sorry, after Top Gun Maverick. So I was like, yeah, absolutely. But this movie, so much fun. 54 for me is a movie called Confess Fletch. So I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 77%, a B minus, and a 7.7 out of 10. So this movie stars John Hamm, and it's another murder mystery. I know I love my murder mysteries. How many times do I have to say this? So Confess Fletch, it was a fun movie, to be honest. It was a fun movie. I had so much fun watching this movie. I think John Hamm did really well in this movie. But I did enjoy the movie Confess Fletch. And yeah, it's basically, I think it's like a president or something. I might be wrong. But, the movie, really good. Directed by Greg Molato, who directed Superbad, which is one of my favourite movies of all time. So, and Adventureland and Paul. So, good director. And yeah, probably his weaker movie, but it was very good. 53 for me was A Journal for Jordan. So this movie I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 77%, a B minus, and a 7.7 out of 10. So this movie stars Michael B. Jordan and Shantae, is that it? Shantae Adams, and directed by Denzel Washington. So of course I was going to watch this movie, and it is a very good movie, near great for me. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this movie is very good, very good. I really did enjoy A Journal for Jordan. It is a drama, I would say. It is a drama, but it is so good. 52 for me. I know a lot of people will probably put this higher on their list. It's Pearl. So I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 78%, B minus, and a 7.8 out of 10. This movie is near great for me. I had so much fun with Pearl. So this stars Mia Goth, of course, and yeah, directed by Ty West, who directed one of my favourite movies of the year, X, and Pearl, again, another good one, and he's directing the third one. I'm pretty sure it's the third one. What is the third one? Oh my god. Called Maxine. So I am in. This movie, it is a movie I'll definitely recommend you checking this out because it is a bunch of fun, and yeah, it's very psychotic by Mia Goth. Mia Goth, so good in this role, and yeah, as Pearl, of course. But 51 for me is a movie called American Underdog. So I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 78%, a B minus, and a 7.8 out of 10. American Underdog stars Zachary Levi and Anna Paquin, and I really, really did enjoy this movie. And this is directed by the Erwin brothers, I would say, who directed not great movies. This is probably one of the this is actually their best movie. And yeah, American Underdog. I'm a huge football fan, American football fan. And yeah, American Underdog, so good. Zachary Levi was amazing in this role. Yeah, he was really good in this role. It's a true story about Kurt Warner. I don't know if many people know about him, but he played for the LA. I think it's LA Rams. Is that the team? I think it is. You know what it is. 50 for me is working. Drive My Car. So this is another foreign film. So I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 78%, a B minus, and a 7.8 out of 10. Drive My Car is a very good movie. I don't know if many people have seen Drive My Car before, but it is so good. It's directed by, I'm going to butcher this last name, Rizuki Hamaguchi. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I literally butchered that last name. But Drive My Car, it was a very good movie, near great for me. It's so good, it's so investing, and yeah, it's such an interesting and good movie that I really did enjoy my time with. I definitely recommend you checking this movie out. I know not many people. I know English people don't really like watching foreign films, but you should, because some of them are extremely good, or great and amazing. 49 for me is Jackass 4.5. So Jackass 4.5, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, 78%, a B minus, and a 7.8 out of 10. I think Jackass 4.5 was a documentary movie. I don't know what to call it, because it was the making of Jackass Forever. But anyway, Jackass 4.5, I did have a fun time with it. It was a bunch of fun, and yeah, I just really enjoyed my time with Jackass 4.5. I think this, it was just so cool to actually watch some other stunts, if you call them stunts. Well, not stunts, but like injuries, the stupid things. But Jackass 4.5, very, very good movie. 48 for me is 48 for me is Intergalactic. So I gave this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 78%, a B minus, and a 7.8 out of 10. I really enjoyed Intergalactic. So this movie stars Kid Cudi, Jessica Williams, Laura Harrier, Ty Dolla $ign, Timothy Chalamet, Vanessa Hudgens, Christopher Abbott. A very good cast directed by Fletcher Moles, which is his first movie, and he should do more work because this movie was very good. The animation is like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse level. It's that good, and this movie was so fun, so enjoyable. I had so much fun watching this movie, and I cannot wait to rewatch this movie. 47 for me is Devotion. So Devotion, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 78%, a B minus, and a 7.8 out of 10. It stars Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell, and directed by J.D. Dillard, who has directed The Outsider, if anyone's seen that. Any other cast, really good. Jonathan Majors, Glenn Powell, Christina Jackson, Thomas Sadowski, Joe Jonas, Joseph Cross, Cedra Swan, and this movie, very good movie. I'm very excited to rewatch this movie, and Glenn Powell's been in a lot of Jet movies, Top Gun Maverick and Devotion, so very excited to watch this movie again. I'll definitely see this movie again because it was, just a blast to watch, and that's really about it. But 48 for me was Devotion. 40, so not 48, 47, god damn it. 46 for me is Bros. I gave Bros a 45%, so not spoken too much. 3.5 out of 5 stars, a 78%, a B minus, and a 7.8 out of 10. Bros was a very good LGBTQ plus romantic comedy. Very good. Billy Eichner, amazing. Luke McFarlane, amazing. Directed by Nicholas Strombler, who directed Neighbours and Neighbours 2. So, love both those films. And forgetting Sarah Marshall, which I do enjoy. And this movie, very good. I'll definitely rewatch this movie because it was just a very fun movie. And so definitely check this movie out when you can, because it is a must watch. And just a fun little comedy. And 45 for me is Harry Potter 20th Anniversary Return to Hogwarts. Hogwarts, sorry, not Hogwarts. Hogwarts. I gave this film a 4 out of 5 stars, an 80%, a B minus, and an 8 out of 10. I think this what do you call it? A celebration. Let's just call it a celebration. Was very good. I love seeing the cast coming back. That was awesome. It is directed by Erin Creevy, Georgino Testo, and Joe Perlman, and Casey Patterson. And I think this was very good. A very good finish of this whole not franchise. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But it was still a very good celebration. Very good to see the cast back, and yeah, just a fun watch. But 45 was the Harry Potter 20th anniversary return to Hogwarts. 44 to end this part off, we have Nightmare Alley. I know this movie came out in November, but I only got to see all the way in January. Anyway, I gave this film a 4 out of 5 stars, an 80%, a B minus, and an 8 out of 10. I think Nightmare Alley was a very good movie. I had so much fun watching this movie. I think it has a great cast: Bradley Cooper, Rooney Mara, Cate Blanchett, Toni Collette, Willem Dafoe, and directed by Guillermo del Toro, who is a fantastic director who has directed some of my favourite movies. And yeah, just a fun movie. Really enjoyed my time with it. I like the spooky aspect of this movie. That was very good. And yeah, that's really it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, be a massive help. Stay tuned for tomorrow for the final part, and then we're finished. And yeah, back to normal content. Well, this is normal. Well, not really. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, be a massive help. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.